Hey guys, welcome. This is the Dragon Ball Z Nova Circuit TCG podcast. I'm Matt Tracy, joined by
Jacob Maynard,
Wes Young,
Brian Black,
and this is your Power Up podcast. All right, so first topic of discussion.
new cards.
new expansion coming out.
All right, so we got the Mighty Heroes and what is it, the Dark?
Demon Villains.
Interesting. All right. So first card, I guess, is the Goku.
Comrades Combined Son Goku. It is a blue card, 3 costs, 1500 power, 0 combo, 5k.
2 blue though. 2 blue.
2 blue specified. Okay.
Heavy
Do you
requirement.
have any like abilities?
His auto, when you play this card, look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 blue Vegeta among them with an energy cost of 3 or less and play it in rest mode. Then place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
Gold Drum Vegeta.
Yeah.
A great
Easy Vegeta.
Great tool for a Vegito engine, for a Goku engine, any kind of another splashable low drop.
Yep, very true.
Yeah.
More than likely getting either the Crit Vegeta or the new 20,000 Vegeta that's also in the expansion.
Yep. Also putting everything on the bottom of your deck instead of shuffling.
I really hope they go forward with that. I don't like shuffling after looking at 3 cards.
Yeah. Well, it's
Which-
7. So you're looking at 7
I'm just saying,
and
like,
you
in
put
the
6
other-
down on the bottom.
Like the Frieza shuffle your deck after looking at the top 3, they just
Yeah.
need to go to put it on the bottom for the rest of the game.
Fair enough, yeah.
I like the cycling it does. Anything else? Move on to Vegeta?
Yep, move on to Vegeta.
Alright, Comrades Combined Vegeta. Also a 3-drop, 2 blue specified. He is blue, 20,000 power with a 0 combo cost and 5k combo power. He's got a permanent. If all of your energy is blue, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand and battle area by 1. So it breaks him down to a 2 cost. So you get a 20k attacker on turn 2.
I love this card. Arguably the lowest 2-drop 20k in the game.
Yep.
As long as your commitment's blue. I think the pressure that can apply early game, late game is going to be undeniable.
It is a pretty good commitment to be mono blue though.
Yeah.
It is.
And it does reduce it for the rest of the game in battle area, so it's kind of a liability for KOs that your opponents might play against you as well.
So
Yeah,
depending on
very true as well.
what set 3 blue leaders we get, or that would want to play mono blue, who
Yeah.
knows?
We're still waiting on to hear, like, with the ruling with the Vegito leader, whether, if you don't know, his leader skill says all Goku and Vegetas in all areas are blue, red, and green. So, again, we're not sure if that would still reduce this Vegeta or not. Some of us think it will, some of us think it won't. But yeah, let's go to the next card.
Alright, Trunks, Link to the Future. Another blue 3-drop, 2 specified cost, 1500 power, 0 combo cost, and 5000 combo power.
Yep.
And following the theme of 3-drop blue cards that
Got
everybody got,
critical.
it's crit. Yep. In auto, when you play this card, look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 blue Vegito among them with an energy cost of 8 or less and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck.
We're back to shuffle.
Yeah. That one shuffles.
Another toolbox for the Bulma searcher.
Yep. Bulma brings this out, and then he brings out Vegito.
Good old
That's
Bulma
really good.
supporter of the future.
I mean,
The
set
only-
1, everybody played the 3-drop Crit Vegeta, so this is just a stripped upgrade if you're playing Vegito.
Yep.
The only downside that I see to this searching out a blue Vegito is you're not going to be able to grab the secret rare. Because the secret rare is 10 cost, right?
It is blue.
But it's 10 cost, isn't
Yes.
it?
Oh,
This one only pulls 8 or less.
Okay, you can't get like the red Vegito.
But you could get the new Vegito in this expansion pack
Or the promo.
or the promo, yeah.
Which is bursting energy Super Saiyan Vegeta.
So, moving on to the next.
Yep.
We got Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, the Savior. He is blue, 30,000 power, 8 energy cost with 3 blue specified. He's a 1 combo cost, 10,000 combo power. And he has Union Patara, 2 specified blue and 3 of any. And you Patara together a Goku and a Vegeta. He has dual attack. He has critical. So that's really nasty. Two guaranteed critical attacks. And then his auto, when this card attacks twice in the same turn, it gains double strike for the duration of the turn. So, swing with the first attack crit, restand him. When he swings again, he comes in with double strike and critical on that one.
Yep. And like a good play with them would be, if you're still playing the Furthering Destruction Champa like most decks are nowadays, like the Trunks deck that's floating around, the red-blue, the blue-green, the blue-red Vegeta decks are still playing the Champa. So you could essentially swing with this first phase of dual attack, combo the Champa, still have double strike and critical, which would put him at a 40k, not including any other combos you had. So again, that's pretty good. And then the second attack, you don't have to combo the Champa with to ensure that you have the double strike.
Dude, four damage of critical is
Insane.
really good. Anything else about him?
I would say he's going to be more of a starter Goku finisher than a Vegeta finisher.
Right.
Being able to play him on turn 5 and untap some energy to combo
So
with
old
him.
Brian
Chop
over
the
here.
Champa,
Brian's
Resident Soul Striker starter deck Goku, Mr. Brian Black.
He definitely fills a lot of holes in Goku's aggression late game,
good
whereas
ender.
you usually choose from like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku with dual attack.
Yep.
This is just probably going to be better. You risk that for Tara, but the turn you're going to get him off, you're going to pressure so many cards
Yep.
with possible 4 crit. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, and he's always got dual attack, and he's always got one swing of double strike. So
worst case
Like the
scenario,
Super-
you leave him up, you
Yeah.
leave him active, and
the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, where people could stop him from doing his dual attack, he can't be stopped on that one. That's really good. All right, next one. We go into the green cards.
the little boys.
Unified Spirit Sun Goten.
Uh,
So, 3 cost, 1 specified green, 15,000 power, 0 combo energy, 5,000 combo boost. Activate main, return this card to its owner's hand, so it's got protection. So you play him down, you can protect him every turn that you need it.
Yep.
Auto, when this card attacks, look it up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 Trunks Youth among them with 15,000 or less power and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. Such a good card.
More strong Gotenks cards.
Yeah, lay him down, swing, pick him back up.
So good.
This is really good.
Also
And then
really
you
good in green decks to be able to get your 10k boost trunks out for
Yeah.
free, basically.
pull that 10k, yep.
And not only can you you can essentially swing with him, return him to hand your next turn after, when he attacks, you look at the 7, add your 10k boost Trunks, your next turn, play him down, attack, pick up another 10k boost Trunks, add them back to hand. You can essentially use that effect over and over to pull your 10ks out if you're not.
Pull it unyielding, play more Gotenks
Yeah.
cards.
That's a
The
good
blue
one
one,
too.
yep.
Yeah, very good. Card is seeing a lot of play
Well,
now.
and then you pull him up and then you use his fusion and you can throw him away. You had your free attack with him and now you throw him away for your fusion on your Gotenks.
Yep.
And play Gotenks down.
Yep. Then Trunks.
Unified Spirit Trunks. So 3 cost, 1 specified green, 15,000 power, 0 combo cost, 5,000 combo power. Activate main, return this card to its owner's hand. So same thing with Goten. And then when this card attacks, you may reveal 1 Sun Goten from your hand. If you do so, choose up to 1 opponent battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less and KO that card.
Definitely brutal against some of the blue decks.
It's free
Trunks
combo
deck.
Goten right there. The combo Goten from set 1 would kill the 3 or less. All you gotta do now is just say, hey, I have a Goten in hand, and you're doing the kill instead of tapping 1 and comboing for 5,000.
Another great Gotenks engine that is going to be, I guarantee, sees play. As if the art wasn't enough on it, just the cool fusion dance.
Yeah,
I
put
guarantee
them together. Yeah.
these are going to see play.
This one I see probably less play as compared to the Goten. I'd say like Mighty Mask engines will probably play 1 or 2 of this one. The other one I could see just playing the full 4 because drawing a card when it attacks is so powerful.
Yeah.
Goten really just having one solid target. Well, now 2, I guess, if you wanted to get one, but yeah, makes it slightly less. But then you both get them both for
The
the big
Sanctum
boy.
Gotenks. So we got 6 cost,
2 specified green.
2 specified on the green, 25,000 power, and he's a 0 combo 5,000 booster. So
Pretty rare
Big-
for a 6 drop.
yeah, big card with a free combo. He's got Union Fusion of 2 green and 2 colorless, so he's a little bit more than the other Fusion Gotenks. But take one Sun Goten, one Trunks Youth, place each of them with the same power from your hand into the drop area to play this card. So that's a part of the cost. And he's got double strike. In auto, when you play this card, if you have a Sun Goten in your drop area, which you probably just put there because of Union Fusion, you draw 2 cards. And if you have a Trunks Youth, which you also just put in the drop area, choose up to 1 opponent battle card and KO that card. So you get draw 2 cards and kill a card just for dropping down 1.
Yep. So you pretty much trade the Goten and Trunks, which you were already going to plan on pitch on anyway. So you get to add 2 other cards and kill something on your opponent's board. Insanely strong for a 0 combo cost 6 drop, essentially 4 drop with the Union Batara. 25,000 power is really strong.
Playing it from the hand, so good. Like,
Yeah. So 6 drops for 4 and pitching 2 cards.
Yep.
Can't beat that.
He's definitely going to be a house against the non-yellow decks, but getting cold blusted on this guy is definitely feel
Yeah,
bad.
that one.
Yep. Cold Bloodlust will definitely put this boy down.
gonna want to save one for Gotenks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to move on to the villains now?
Yeah,
Right,
yes.
that's the heroes? Alright. So on to Dark Demon's villains. First one is everybody's favorite right here.
And not a villain.
Time Patrol Trunks. Xenoverse Trunks. He is 3 cost. And it's the new black color, which right now is colorless.
No color, required.
No color requirements for its cost. 15,000 attack, 0 combo cost, 5,000 combo power. Overrealm, new effect where you pitch your discard pile as long as you have as a
X number
certain
of
number of cards in your drop. You send it to Warp, which we assume could be a banish right now, or like a word for banishing.
Pretty much.
If nothing
Remove
else,
from
it's
game.
its own zone.
Yeah. New zone, the warp zone. So you send all of that, send the card, your discard pile or drop area to your warp zone, and you can play these out with the overwhelm effect. So he has an overwhelm of 3. So as long as you got 3 in drop, you can bring him out.
Without paying the cost.
Yeah, without paying his cost, yeah. Or you could choose to hard casting if you want. But hard
I see a lot of
casting,
people doing that.
no, hard casting doesn't give them his effect. So auto, when you play this card using Overrealm, look at up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose one of them, add it to hand, and then place the remaining cards on the top or the bottom of deck in any order. So you get 1 card you want, and you can either set yourself up for your next draw, or you can put it on bottom. Works good in some decks. Throw it to the bottom. Others may want that card in hand right away.
Yep.
Introducing 2 new powerful mechanics and getting close to a new set. Very interesting to see. Everyone's super hyped about this card already.
Yep.
Arguably the most hyped, probably. Important to note, his character name in this traits is the Trunks Xeno, so it's not going to be
It's not.
compatible with any of the future
Yeah,
or the
Bone
Trunks
won't
Young.
search him yet.
Yep.
But it's still powerful.
Another key thing to note with Overrun is you can have the specified 3 for him, for instance, to banish, but you do discard the entire discard pile to the warp.
So if
A
you
lot
got
of-
more than 3, it all has to go.
Yeah. So if you try to play this card in the Trunks deck that's going around, and you have Vegeta here to save the day, and all those other cards that have requirements for
The drop zone.
the drop zone, you lose those
Yeah,
if you
so
play the Overrun deck.
Vegeta gets hurt by Overrun. Like, you won't want to Overrun with a Vegeta deck or
Yep.
Meta Cooler deck, where your drop zone is the basis of your engine and gives you what you need.
Yep. So all right, let's
All
go to
Next one is Mass Sand. At least in my list, yep.
Yep.
Mass Sand, the Mysterious Warrior. Another really good new one out. He's 5 cost. Again, no requirements because they're colorless right now. 20,000 power, 1 cost combo, and 10,000 power. He's got Overwhelm of 5, but you also have to tap 1 in order to use his Overwhelm. So you banish 5 cards, tap 1 energy. He comes out, he's double strike, and his auto when you play this card using Overwhelm, choose any number of opponent battle cards without blocker for which the total cost adds up to 5 or less and send them to their warp. So just like the BCC Bardock and Kale, add up to 5 get rid of them. This one goes without blockers, so I think a good combo with this is the new, like Marcel's blue-green Vegeta running that full power Trunks. He makes everything a blocker when he attacks, but if you overwhelm this Mass Saiyan in first, wipe out all their active, they don't have anybody that can become a blocker and be used as blocker.
And then enjoy your triple strike.
Heck yeah. Swing in there and beat some face.
The kill effect is really brutal, and doing it for one energy is really good.
Yep. It also kills tokens, which is pretty cool.
Lose crit, but you get double strike.
Yeah.
Not a bad trade-off.
Again. One thing we forgot to mention about the overrealm. At the end of turn,
Oh yeah.
the cards that come in with overrealm go to the warp zone as well. So
Even when they're bloodlusted.
is
Yes,
it?
I
yes.
think
And
that's what they
Overrealm
do.
is a
Like game mechanic.
yeah, it's similar to Union Batar or Union Fusion. You can still do that effect. They just don't get their autos or permanents or
Okay, so like it's just
Define-
the cost. It's the cost to
non-definable
play.
terms. Yeah.
It's
You
not
still
a
have to
skill.
pay the cost because you're not paying the
Okay.
full cost. So
Yeah.
it'll still get banished.
Good to know.
But if SR 5-drop Frieza bounces it back to the hand, which I've seen a couple, I think Matt Combs and a couple guys are talking about, it's kind of an interesting idea.
Interesting, yeah. So you overrun your guy out, then you play your Frieza, you pick your overrun dude up, and you send one of their guys back.
Yep.
And then you got your overrun guy either for that same turn or later on.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
that
the way
would-
to play.
That could make Trunks a little.
Maybe a little too
little
fancy,
strong.
but
It's
no.
the same thing with Kale too. You can have no creatures on the board, play a Trunks out for free, and then play your Kale and kill a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next one we got Supreme Kaitan Continuity Keeper. So she's a 2 energy cost, no specified, 10,000 power, 0 cost combo, 5,000 combo power. Her auto, when you play this card, choose up to 1 black card with an energy cost of 5 or less from your deck and send it to your warp and shuffle your deck. Then at the beginning of your next turn, if this card is in play in your battle area, add the card that was sent to your warp by this skill to your hand. One thing I want to note, she is a god, so Gawasu will bring her out, so you can search her with Gawasu, then use her to search for
Literally any black card.
Yeah, so
Another-
you can grab your Mass Saiyan, your Trunks.
Yep. Another thing is she doesn't have an overrealm cost.
Yeah.
Which is so far the big key thing with the black cards is they all have one. So essentially you do have to play her with using your energy. But you get to search for that Trunks, that Mass Saiyan, or these other black cards that we're going to talk about here in a few seconds.
To set up that next play.
Yeah.
To set up that next play.
I think she's going to be a little bit more of a plug for set 3 when it comes out. I can't see using her in the current meta.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well,
She's a
Because
little
slow.
slow. Yeah.
a little slow. There's only 7 new black cards being currently released, and of the 7, 2 for sure. The third is iffy on how playable it is.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Time Ruler Toa. This one's the girl. I'll get that one right, hopefully.
Doubt it.
She is, yeah, I don't believe it either. Alright, so she's 4 energy cost, 10,000 power, 0 combo energy, 5,000 combo power. Little weak on for a 4-drop with 10,000 power. Overwhelm on 4. Her auto is interesting. I don't know how well it's going to work right now. When you play this card using Overwhelm, choose up to 1 opponent battle card with an energy cost of 2 or less and gain control of it. Move the chosen card to your battle area in the same mode. So if it's in rest, you take it in rest. If it's inactive, you take it in active.
I instantly read this and thought, Miraculous Comeback Gohan
Yeah,
could be insane,
If-
but
as long as you got an opponent that's silly and doesn't restock their hand after dropping Gohan, you got a free Gohan on your side.
I think she's going to be good in that Trunks matchup regardless. I mean, that's the dream is getting to steal one of their Gohans, but even just stealing like a Mai,
Yeah.
take a blocker away from them, that
And
could
Trunks
really,
would be really good.
swingy in the matchup.
Yeah. You can even swing with the mine what does it go back to them at the end of the
No,
tournament?
you can keep
No,
it for the rest
you-
of the game.
Keep
Oh.
their card. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. It's full mind controlled steel. Their stuff, their card is now yours for the
Yeah,
game.
that's even better than. It's better than what I intentionally, originally read. So,
Yeah.
still a little underwhelming, but the effect is pretty solid.
Say, until set 3 comes out, these black cards don't have full potential.
And I feel like there will be a play, like there will be a play that will come out in
Yeah.
this set that'll just be insane.
Yeah. Maybe there's something that,
A 2-drop or a 1-drop,
Or-
it's just game breaking.
not even that. Maybe we'll get something to reduce card costs.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
a
think
field
she's
card.
probably a really good sideboard option.
Oh yeah, sideboard for sure right now. All right, next one, the guy Mira from the darkness. He's also 4 energy. He's 20,000 power, 0 combo cost, 5,000 combo power. He's an overwhelm of 4. When you play this card using overwhelm, it gains critical for the duration of the turn. Good fit in with Vegeta. Any of the other
Crit's good.
crit stuff, yeah. Crit's too.
Just really
Crit's
good,
real strong.
good strong ability.
He also is an android. I don't think there's anything that triggers off that right now unless they make him a leader in set 3.
Yeah.
True.
So
it is.
Searchable with the green android. right?
No.
No,
No,
he's
no,
not
Android
in
is
his
And
name.
android in the title.
Yeah.
That's right.
If Jiro targeted with Android in trait,
Cell would be broken.
so it would be better, and this card would be really good.
All right, now to get into the fun ones. Majin Twin Shunshin?
Shun Shun, Shun Shun. I like to say Shun Shun just because it sounds cuter.
All right, so the green Majin Twin, 2 energy cost, 5,000 power, 0 combo cost, 5,000 combo power. She's a blocker. He's a blocker, whatever it is. It's a blocker.
'Cause
It's a Majin.
It's a Majin. Really no sexual anything.
When you play this card, if your leader card is green or yellow, place up to 2 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area.
Fill up that.
Cooler. This is Cooler's card.
Definitely screams meta cooler engine.
You're just
Get
setting
that.
up your overrun abilities.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
use
say that's the only thing I could see it being used for in green is
Yeah.
just feeding overrun.
Which I
Again,
mean, if there's some really busted ones and you want to play the full 4, you might have to run cards like these so you can reliably trigger the overwhelms and
Yep.
get those effects.
not only that, you can use it.
Yeah, if you play a lot of black cards.
Yep.
Constant overrun.
Also, another card without the overwhelm effect. So,
But
yeah.
overwhelm is once per turn.
Yeah.
In case we didn't hit on that enough.
Oh,
Once per turn.
no, we did not
Once
hit
per
on
turn,
that.
yeah.
No,
I didn't
once
know
per
that.
turn effect.
Overwhelm
All right.
once per turn.
Didn't-
Okay.
They learned their lesson from Mecha Frieza.
Yeah, you can't chain that through.
Obviously, Mecha Frieza leader, please nerf.
All right, do we need to talk about the other twin now? The blue one?
The
Purple?
other twin.
Majin
Haru,
Twin.
Haru.
Haru. 2 cost as well. 10,000 power this time.
Oh,
0 combo energy, or 0 combo cost, 5,000 combo power. Auto, when you play this card, if your leader is red or blue, place up to 2 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area. So this would be good feed on Vegito.
Yeah.
Use her to feed that
Very
up.
good.
He can use both of them hilariously.
And then, yeah, technically.
Or no,
No,
I'm sorry.
oh,
No.
no,
He is a
he
red
doesn't.
leader. He's
He's
a red
red
leader. It's all the good.
And then also when this card attacks, it gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So 10,000 going up to 15,000 on a swing for 2 costs.
Solid two
for a
drop.
pretty solid 2-drop, yeah. Yep.
I don't think anybody's playing them for their other abilities. They're just kind of on top of it. Mostly, I feel like if you're playing it, you want it to mill the 2 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milling the 2 cards to get your other overwhelm cards cast earlier than what they need to be, or actually having a combo cards out of your hand to get that cost in the drop area. These pretty much save you from doing that and let you essentially save yourself from smaller attacks or attacks your opponent doesn't combo against. So again, the Shun Shun is a blocker, so that's good. Use the blocker.
Always use blockers.
If you never combo over it with it being a 5,000, probably wouldn't anyway, unless they killed it with a Sun Goten from the Family of Justice.
Well, that's the last of the expansion card. Comes out January 26th. So from the time of this recording, we got 6 days, 5 days.
Yeah.
So Friday coming up. Heck yeah, can't wait for this.
We got a big tournament in Toledo that'll be streaming. That'll have the first set, and then followed by in 2 weeks we'll have the regional in Indianapolis, which
February 3rd and 4th.
that'll be the real test for these new cards. See how many of them make an influence in the meta.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And if you happen to be in the Louisville, Kentucky area, we have a tournament next Saturday, January 27th at Comic Book World off Old Shepherdsville Road. We can post a link somewhere in this video or the description. And we'd love to see you. We'd love to have more people come out and play.
Awesome. All right, moving on to the next thing. On the realm of Overrealm and the new expansion, we got the new BCC promo. He's been leaked out, the Absolute Attack Mira. He is a 4-drop, colorless, 0 combo cost, 5,000 power, Overrealm of 4, and he's a permanent. He has a permanent. Your opponent cannot activate blocker during this card's attack. 20,000 attack. So
Baby Godbird.
yeah, a little godbird. He can be countered,
Okay.
Yeah.
but
You can negate.
he can't be blocked. So comes in, and if your opponent doesn't have negate, you're guaranteed to at least hit the leader.
Get
He'll
around
be
all the
swinging
spies
at it.
and the trunk stacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't see him being as great of a promo as the Bardock and the Gohan. The Gohan has set a bar really high here, and
Yeah.
I don't think Mira's coming close to this one, unfortunately.
Not yet. Maybe if we saw some other cards again, like
Yeah.
we need to see some
In a-
cards that add effects.
In a like, if the meta turned into a blocker heavy meta, this is the card that breaks it.
Well,
I mean,
with
there
a
are a lot more
blocker,
blockers.
with a blocker heavy meta, the game is slower, so
Yeah.
it definitely comes into play. But again, I personally think we need to see cards that, like the Furthering Destruction Champa that gives double strike. We need to see cards that give critical or
Hotly debated topic.
fair enough. But
So, with this being the Volume 3
Yep.
BCC promo, we won't be getting him till set
February.
drops. It'll be February. So February, be looking for this BCC promo.
at
Be
your
another black card,
Yep.
and before the set 3.
8, it will have to be a total of 8 black cards.
Well, I guess we can go on and kind of talk a little bit about set 3. There's not a lot to talk about, considering we don't know much.
Shadows.
We have some pictures, some shadowy
A
pictures.
lot of fan theories and
We do.
speculations.
We know that it's called Crossworlds.
Yep.
We know that the release date is March 9th.
It's also part of the Overrealm block.
Over
They're gonna do
blocks.
blocks
We're
now.
introducing blocks. So like
Blocks for themes.
yes, it's
Yeah.
like
Theme
blocks.
blocks,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
they'll
like
have, set
Overrealm
4
is the big
will also
theme
be
for
Overrealm.
yeah.
Okay.
So
In this set, cards from Dragon Ball GT and the Xenoverse series are going to be featured.
yeah, from the little shadowy picture, we got some super. We got it looks like a Caulifla.
Yeah,
She's
down
on
in the
there.
bottom right.
She looks like we got Kid Buu in here.
So there's a
Um,
pan.
Yep, Pan down there on the bottom left. Just over Mass Sam's left or right shoulder there, that's Dr. Mew from GT.
Okay.
We got
grade 8.
top right grade 8. So we could see some monkeys.
We can
Yeah.
see the Grade 8 leaders from the IC card ass game.
For those that don't know, this game can pull from anywhere, any Bandai property,
Yeah.
not
so
just the show.
we
So
got Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT,
Dragon
Yep.
Ball Heroes.
not just canon.
Yep.
So, and this is the other one that everybody's been really debating. Top left shadow. It's hard to figure out, but I think we've come to a group decision that it may be Super Android 13.
I definitely.
Could definitely be him when he fully powers up.
Yeah.
I feel very strongly about that. I really do. I think it definitely is.
Brian, do I see some?
Some hesitation.
It could be. I don't know. I'd possibly.
Definitely be interesting if they add some more Android leaders, because that is the
Yep.
qualification on Cell and the Android 17 promo.
That's a very good point, especially if they make
Well-
a Toa leader or no, what is it, Mira leader.
Mirror. See, I didn't even make the mistake this time.
Oh, let's not get about
Yeah.
what you've been calling mirror.
And so, not just that, but he bringing in Super 13 also introduces 15, 14.
And 12, right?
I think there was. I don't remember.
No, was it 10, 11, 12?
So many
There's
androids.
just more androids for Android 20.
The Red Ribbon Army has just
Yeah.
dominated the canon over the years. So
You get
I
all
think
of
we
these.
can safely rule out 21 because that's probably way too new.
Who knows,
From
bro?
Fighter Z.
In the
but
future,
Never know.
Bandai Android 21.
We would love
Everybody wants to see it.
it. Leader
So-
card, extra card.
We get
Do us this favor.
February 2nd. We get more info on this, so we'll definitely have to make sure we get out here and talk
That
up
is
whatever
the,
we get.
Indie regional weekend though.
Oh,
Most of us should be in attendance.
so they could drop the spoiler at the tournament.
They might do it on stream.
That
That'd be
could
pretty cool.
That would be crazy.
That would be a very big,
So
big announcement.
another part of them introducing us a little bit to the Overrun block here and giving us a little insight into set 3 is they've also released the names for the new starter decks. We knew we were getting a red starter deck. We knew we were getting a new color starter deck, which I guess we can safely assume is black now.
Yep. I don't think they would add multiple colors.
I mean, we could only go up from one.
Yeah.
We can only go from the blue.
So
At that point.
oh, I forgot to mention that in the set there's definitely going to be another secret rare. So new chase card. We're getting 4 special rares like we have, 14 super rares, 18 rares, 60 commons, 30 uncommons. But the best part, foil commons and
Foils
uncommons.
of everything.
We get foils now, so we can max rarity decks, and everybody can be all blinged out, looking good.
Big
So-
thing is, hopefully, they start. Maybe they won't do it in this set, but hopefully in the future, we get our Sensu Bean hollow,
Bandai reprint foils.
our Majin Buu Energy Boost hollows, just everything that's pretty much a guaranteed staple that we've been playing since.
Let us know in the comments down below. Do you want your commons all foil?
Good question. Yeah. So, the new starter deck. New color, we assume is black. They have given it the title, The Dark Invasion. So, it's going to be off of the Mira and Toa stuff. Maybe we'll see some masked Sands. Maybe not just Bardock. Maybe we get masked Broly.
That would be pretty cool.
Maybe we can get some other stuff.
Let's get some Broly hype down in the comments.
Is this going to be only black cards in this starter, or is it?
No, I don't
It
think there's
doesn't
necessarily any
specify.
information.
It just says starter deck, new color version.
Yeah.
The only thing we get in the content, 50 cards, a leader, which hopefully we can assume is a new leader,
Yep.
and then the play sheet, the play manual, so you get the rules and you get your little plastic board, and then 5 starter deck exclusives.
Yeah.
So
Bandai was pretty playable out of the box, so I can't see them really dropping the
Yeah.
ball on these starter decks.
Yeah, if it's anything like set 1 starter deck, it's going to be playable. The leader I'll see play maybe. I don't want to jinx it because we have plenty of good leaders now. But based on the pack, like the packaging for it, it
Yeah.
looks like we're going to have a Toa.
Mhm.
Is that right? No, Mira.
Mira.
I'm
Okay.
getting them mixed up. It looks like we're going to get a Mira leader.
Also, looking at the packaging, it does look like there's some green kind of going at the top, so it might be black and green to give it some kind of colored energy.
Yeah.
okay. Just a little, yeah.
Just a little extra oomph, I
Yeah.
would say.
The other starter deck, since we're getting 2 this time, so you and your buddies don't have to buy the exact same starter deck and play starter Goku versus starter Goku all the time. You can now pick a hero and a villain to play. And it looks like we got, hopefully, a young Goku from GT.
But a baby.
I kind of disagree. I don't think it's going to be young Goku, but
I think it's Goku, but is it from Dragon Ball or is it from GT?
That's a good question. It could be Dragon Ball.
No,
Or
Only-
if they dip that far back.
hear me out.
There is no tail, so
It
it's
could
kind of
be
hard
Or-
to...
Goku Jr.
They trick us all and it's just Goten.
I'd be okay with Goten. I'd be excited about
Yeah.
Goten. But it's a red deck. We knew that one from the beginning.
Yep.
So this one's red. Also 50 cards. Hopefully new leader, as we can see. And then 5 starter deck exclusive cards in this one as
A
well.
leader. Goten on one side, Awaken, it's Trunks.
Surprise.
Would it just be Trunks, or would we get Goten and
Kinda
Trunks?
like
Kind
an
of like the
Android,
Android
yeah.
tab, where one is one on one side it's one, and the other side it's both.
Probably have to check the card ass game for that.
Tricky duo. Go 10 and
I
Trunks.
see card ass. Check it out.
And to touch on what I was saying before, the top of this one is just straight red, so it could be that the other one is green and
Okay.
black.
I see what you. Yeah.
Very
See what
Jacob
you
picking
did.
up on those clues.
Who knows?
Next on the docket.
Let's see. We had a local tourney today. We had what? 14,
15 people.
15 people show up.
Yep.
Good average number. Average number's going up from 10 to 12.
A lot of new players
Close to
today.
16. Yeah.
We definitely had, I want to say, 5 new players today, which was
So-
exponential growth for us.
Yeah. A lot of our regulars weren't able to make it, but numbers didn't really change at all.
Another local shop picking up the game, which is great for the community.
Yeah.
And best news about today's local tournament: 2 members of Nova Circuit made top cut. I was the young. Got
Fourth.
third or fourth.
And I split
Whoa.
the finals with one of our other local regulars.
Yep. Well, Jacob, were you first seed or second seed? Going?
I was the first seed. I was
So
undefeated.
Shane
Swiss.
was fourth and I was third because I lost the second seed.
Yeah, you were definitely third out of us.
So I got third, not fourth. Better than Matt Tracy did there.
Trying to throw me under the bus, but it's all right.
I
Had to
was,
carry his back all set one. He's doing a little something now.
A lot of this guy today.
A lot of Vegeta play now.
As
Vegeta.
you've probably seen at your regionals.
A lot of counter to the Mecha Frieza, which is a lot of people's
It was
bane
yeah.
of existence currently.
Yeah, I was
mostly
playing-
mostly green blue Vegeta.
Yep.
But there definitely was the top cut Vegeta was red blue,
Red blue.
which is so strong.
Just as aggressive.
If you pull the most godliest of hands, you can win your first attack turn. If you pull the 3 Kaba, you pull 2 Unyielding Spirit Trunks, you got Champa, you draw into another red card to play down, so you charge your red, swing with Kaba, Unyielding to untap that red, play your next Kaba, do it again, play your next Kaba, do it again, and then you just swing with Vegeta for the last 2.
That's a little
But-
bit of Christmas land there.
Yeah, that's
it's the perfect hand for the perfect situation on turn 1 swing. But
You
hey,
still couldn't win turn 1. You're giving your opponent 6
a lot
cards.
of cards, yes.
So
They're
you would
playing Mecha
never.
Frieza and they're drawing all extras.
hey, if it's Mecha Frieza, they've run themselves down to 4. I think those 8 double strike hits coming in could do a little something.
Essentially, your opponent not getting their. Well, obviously, they'd have to have a turn, so they'd have 1 energy, assuming they didn't tap it for a Majin Buu play or something trivial. They'd be tapped, and you would have them sitting with a 4 to 5 card hand, giving them 6 cards from life, not assuming you actually do kill them and they just not combo. That would be 13. They awaken 14, 15 cards to your essentially 3 combo cards and the 2 to 3 combos you'd have.
Still strong deck.
Definitely strong play if you
Really,
get that off.
really strong deck.
Just highly unlikely you do get it off.
Vegeta aside, I think we're all excited about new set, new cards,
Definitely a new
new
card.
mechanics.
Ready for a shakeup.
Yep.
But while we're still here, we do have a regional going on today while we're recording.
True.
Do we got any updates? Do we know what the top of it's looking like?
I don't think so. Last I heard, Marcel Russell, player for PPG, was currently undefeated, round 6, going into round 7. Not really sure what deck he's piling, and he could be still playing the spicy Vegeta.
I believe he was on Vegeta. I think I
Okay.
read that somewhere.
We got Trey Faircloth, another popular player in the community. He's 6'1". That was about an hour ago.
Also, big news: we apparently have a Go Kings player at 4-2, somehow defeating the odds and piloting a deck that a lot of people have kind of written off.
Discarding his way to
Definitely
victory.
dismissed, Yeah.
a fun little picture I just saw in the Dragon Ball community. Everybody's favorite group, PPG, posted a picture of all of them in red, with white gloves,
Show the camera.
looking like
The Pride.
the Pride Troopers.
Love them or hate them.
Check them out.
Love them or hate them. You got to give
Yeah.
credit to the costumes.
You like that, guys?
Yep.
So, Mr. Peter Katani standing in the middle looking Jirnish. His big old muscles.
And then another update, of course, more of, not necessarily an update, more of a blunder at the event. A
Ooh.
player was dropped from the event going into what? Was he
Round 5.
Round 5, was he 2-1-1?
Yeah.
I believe, yeah, 2-1-1. Still decent enough record to be considered in top 32 contention. He was
But not going to get that chance.
not going to get that chance, unfortunately. He was looking for his round 5 pairing. Didn't see his name on the list. The round was announced to start. He went up to speak with the judges, Jim McMahon, the event organizer, and unfortunately the tournament software that they're using at the event wouldn't allow them to re-add him back into the system after the round was already announced, thus keeping him from continuing on with his day with what he had as a decent record.
Speaking of records, it looks like we got another record-setting regional. 352 players today.
Amazing.
So, each one gets bigger and bigger.
For a card game in its infancy.
We're gonna need a lot more seats for Indy. The players need to get in.
Yeah, it's still capped at what, 200?
Still capped. Hopefully,
Jim did say once Richmond was done,
They
he's
were
gonna put his nose to the grindstone on getting those seats. So we can only hope.
Hopefully they fix tournament issues, seating issues, all those issues.
Said software issues, you can only do so much.
Yep.
Can't always control what a computer will do.
Yeah, but as soon as, to prevent this in the future, as soon as, I guess you say pairings would go up,
As soon as you see that your name ain't
Yeah,
there,
make
get
sure.
there. Get to
Yes.
somebody.
get to the judge, get
Don't
to
let the
Jim,
round start before.
get to somebody.
Don't hang around and wait for a bye.
Yeah.
Make sure you're in the round.
Yep.
Well, I got nothing else to talk about, guys. You got anything y'all want to
I think that's how we wrap a podcast.
Yep.
do any good?
So, thank you guys again for watching. I'm Matt Tracy, joined by,
Jacob Maynard.
Wes Young.
I'm Brian.
be sure to like our Facebook page, Nova Circuit. Be sure to follow us on YouTube for more content and upcoming videos regarding deck profiles. We got matches on the way, and we have other card games, of course. We have Pokemon, and we're branching out to Magic and maybe, very strong maybe for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, let's not forget, though, stay tuned for more Power Up podcasts.
More Power Up Podcast, the Supercast.
We're going to get you guys set right and powered up.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right.
And thank you.
Thank you.